It's Tuesday, October 9th. Welcome to Pastor Bob Daily. We have phrases that we use that are basically meaningless or they've lost their meaning. Here in the United States, probably the biggest one is one that we use in greeting each other. We say, "Hey, how are you?" or "How's it going?" And we don't even wait for an answer. It's just a greeting. It's kind of sad, really. Because, how are you ought to be a great way to greet each other and listen for the answer. I really try to do that. And I use that phrase quite a bit. How are you? And then I try to look into people's eyes, and I really do want to hear an answer. How are you? But even more important than that, folks, is the fact that we really need to be caring about each other. And when you go up to somebody and you are truly interested in how they're doing, you pay them not only a great compliment, but you really set yourself up for something that is a huge privilege. And that is to be informed about somebody else's life and to share it. Now, one of the greatest parts about being a Christian is the opportunity to be involved in each other's lives. Not in a negative way, but in a positive way. If somebody says, I'm having a horrible day, you say, "Really? Wow, let's talk about it." Or, "Gosh, can I pray with you?" Or whatever it might be. Somebody says, something really exciting just happened, and they want to share their good news, and it's so good to be able to do that. But folks, that statement, or that question, "How are you?" really needs to have some impact. It needs to have some caring. It needs to have a pause right afterwards to give the person an opportunity to answer the question. Now, usually people say, "Hey, how are you?" And the other person says, "Great, how are you?" And then nobody really answers the question. If somebody says, "How are you?" and I know that they don't really mean it, I just go, "Fine, thank you." I don't ask it back. But it's great to engage in this one. And if you're looking for an opportunity to talk to somebody else, an opportunity to be involved in their lives, this is a good place to start. To say, "How are you?" and the other person kind of blows it off, and you say, "Really, I'd really love to know, how are you?" That catches people off guard a little bit. But folks, try this one. The greatest thing that we are lacking in our Christian faith today is this kind of interaction with each other, where we truly care about each other, truly care about our lives, and really have an opportunity to get involved. And when you ask that question, "How are you?" you really need to mean it and listen for an answer and ask for an answer. If somebody asks it of you, answer them. Be involved in their lives as well. If you're having a great day, tell them. If it's a stressful day, tell them. If you have some great news, tell them. Well, I understand this is American culture also. As I travel around the world, there really aren't too many other countries where they say, "How are you?" in a greeting. And in fact, some other countries kind of laugh at Americans because we use it so often. But I think we ought to be able to use it for something good. So here's my challenge for you today. When you greet people today, would you begin the process of really listening for that answer? Take a few minutes and be involved in the other person's life. And when you say, "How are you?" really listen. And even if you're from another country and you don't generally say it, ask people, "How are you? How can I be involved in your life? Can I pray for you? Is there something I can assist you with? Can I encourage you today?" All of those things are really what the body of Christ is all about. So, today's the day to begin. And by the way, how are you? God bless you. Have a great day.